Back to another video, and in today's video I'm gonna go ahead and catch you up on something project that I'm doing that I have been on for a good while. It's the Five Below blaster, is if you want to call it. Not a Nerf product, it's some complete, sorry to say it, but off-brand product. I think it's called Hero. I'm not hating, because they actually made a terrible product that actually turned out to be pretty versatile when it comes to modding. Anyways, this thing was $5 at Five Below. And it came with this Wookie Poo Poo spring, and it came with this Wookie Poo Poo plunger head. Catch was an interesting thing. It caught just like this. It kind of caught on this piece, and it had about a good bit of compression. It's just kind of an average catch. With the average spring that made for an insanely weak. Like, I don't even have to try. I mean, it is fully compressed, but it's insanely weak. So, I mean, it's probably getting like 50 or 60 FPS on a chronograph. This is way bad than average Nerf springs. So, I have a spring that is bigger. I'll probably get about 10, 15 more FPS off this one spring. It is a little bit smaller, but it is also a little bit shorter as well. So that means it will actually clip onto here. Clip onto this. You can see this. It'll clip on, and it's nice and tight. And you get about 10, 15 more FPS off this, and it will still catch. It has more coils, so it is a noticeably harder prime, but it still works. What in the heck? I just lost the spring. I'm pretty sure I just lost the spring. Hold on. I'm gonna use this as my light real quick. Shoot. Whatever, I don't care. I have like 29 of them. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the most power as possible out of this, basically. That's all I'm doing. I'm gonna aim for 80 to 90 FPS on this one. Because it has that potential. I'll show you the plunger tube size. It's a teeny tiny plunger. But I can make this seal elite, and it is direct plunger. It used to have an air restrictor. Now there's no air restrictor, so it's a direct plunger. It's pretty good considering this thing was like $5. And we get a hefty catch spring now, so we can take on super big spring loads. The bad thing about that is that I'm gonna have to try to fit this in here. I'm probably gonna cut this. Anyways, let's see what springs we could pop in here, because the plunger tube is so darn small. I don't think we could put a K25. I was thinking about this spring. It's much chunkier in every single way, but I think the coils are gonna be too long. I don't think it'll be able to prime, but we can check if it'll be able to prime. See, look, this is so long. We can simply do this and see if it'll be able to prime. Let's just see if it compresses all the way. That's the way to know if it primes or not. I know you can't see it. I'm just trying to compress it. It will. If you cut a good coil off of it, because holy crap, that thing is a tough prime. So if I cut a good coil or two off this, boom, we got an amazing spring. Now I already have this one, but it's much heftier but much smaller. But I have two, and it's a perfect fit around here, around the plunger. So I could just put these two together, but it'd still be the same length as this one that I'm looking at right here. Actually, a little bit longer. I don't know. I mean, I could just go with this though. It's not a lot of spring, but it's pretty hefty for the spring that you're actually getting. So it's either I do a lot of spring or a little bit of spring with a lot of power. Dude, that is so much power. Okay, this small spring, I might have to go with the small spring, to be honest with you. I mean, I got two of the same spring. Oh, wait, no, I have two different springs. Hold up, wait a minute. Also, the system is super cheap, so it breaks super easily. I got two different springs. They look the same. They're actually different. Which one is stronger? Are these the same spring? I think they're the same spring. No, this one has more coils. So I'm just gonna judge and say if it has more coils, it's stronger. But I think it's weaker. Dude, I don't know. Wait, which one's longer? Okay, they're the same. These have to be the same spring. There's no way. I don't freaking know, dude. I'm just gonna go with the one with more coils. Actually, less coils, so we can prime this thing. That's what I'm actually gonna do. I suppose this one might have less coils. I'm not sure. I think. Let's see this thing compress. Compresses pretty well. Next, let's focus on this darn seal. Now, this seal is horrible. The O-ring was floppy. It couldn't even do anything. It was trash. The seal's trash. Comes in this crystal clear O-ring, and it slides on here. Now, I already got a piece of tape, and I thought that would make it seal much better. It does. I'm not gonna lie, it does. But it's still just complete trash. This system is doo-doo. But I'm working with it. But it sure is trash. I would not recommend this at all. This is trash. Well, I mean, it's not meant for modding anyways. I mean, no Nerf gun's meant for modding, but what do we do to it anyway? Look, like, I can barely push this. This is why it was so low on FPS. It's, like, even exactly straight, you could barely even push it. I mean, it's getting 100% seal, I guarantee you, but, like, dang, this is trash. I have another O-ring, but I don't know if I want to use it. Let's see. I have a whole another O-ring. Let's see if I want to use it. If I can find it, goddarn it. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking for it right now anyway. Okay, anyways. Let's just take this O-ring off. Let's just take this tape off, matter of fact. Very nicely put tape around it, too. I very nicely and very gently, lightly put a buttload of tape on it. Now, there's two things we can do. Scrap it for parts or limit the power. We could literally limit the power. Limit how far the plunger tube actually slides into the system. So I could take this piece, drop it in here, and it stops about right here. So I'd only get half the power. And I put a super small spray in it, so it was just like, doop, the dart. Just give it a nice little doop. And it is crystal clear. So, I mean, I could do that, but that's completely dumb. Why would you do that? Like, realistically, why? There's no reason at all to do that. Ooh, new plunger head? New plunger head? New Lego plunger head, guys? Are we looking at a new plunger head now? Dang. Honestly, might just scrap this thing for parts. But we can make it pretty good, but I just don't feel like it. Yeah. Let's scrap it for parts, boys. Taking plunger head. We have just scrapped it for parts. So this is $5. For $5, you can get yourself a scar, a plunger tube, and an O-ring with the included pusher and another spring. Wasted $5 on some crap. But this can be used as a scar for the Aeon Pro and Nexus Pro. Tutorial. I've done multiple tutorials. We've talked about it multiple times, so I don't have to go over that. Anyways, I'm not posting this video. This video is trash.